Well, good afternoon, everybody out there in YouTube and Facebook live land. This is Andrew Miller alongside my partner and my buddy George Allen. We are live at the 56th Annual Molasses Festival here on this wonderful Saturday afternoon in the good city, the good town of Arnoldsburg, West Virginia, being asked to come back here for the second time in a row. We're very excited to be able to come back over here and highlight just a bit of the stuff that's going on over here today. The big thing that's going on here in about an hour is the Grand Parade, and we've got ourselves a little bit of a different setup here today than we did last year. Although last year we were down over by the West Fork building, we will be back down there in a little while, but we're just not there right now because our main sponsor for this live remote for this Saturday, and you can see it on our big screen, is the Arnoldsburg Medical Clinic, care of Roan General Hospital. They have just opened up. In fact, it is kind of their big opening, grand opening today.
Yes, they're taking people through and showing them the facility. It is awesome.
Yeah, they have invited us here, and we're going to hang out up here for a couple hours. We're going to do the pregame.
Pregame?
Yeah, the pregame for the actual event. And tell you, we've got a little bit of a...
You're in football mode, man.
For some reason, we've got an echo.
I don't mind. I don't know.
Very interesting. We do have a bit of an echo in my ear, whatever it may be. Hopefully there's not an echo out there. Boots, you can let us know if there is already boot. He calls himself the bootmaker. It's Boots. Joe Blosser,
yeah.
Boots. He is the first one to comment on our video. But, again, we're here at the Arnoldsburg Medical Clinic from Roan General Hospital. Again, their grand opening here today. They wanted to allow us to come up here, number one, to cover the Grand Parade with a perfect view, because the Grand Parade begins down over at the entrance to Arnoldsburg Elementary School, and it's going to come all the way down through this main drag and past where the West Fork Club is, and we're going to be right here, and we're going to be, what would you call it?
Bird's eye view.
Bird's eye view right beside the road here. We're roadside.
There we go.
And we've seen a lot of really cool antique cars come through already. They're doing the antique car show, not just antiques, but they're doing the car show. We've seen some modern-day Mustangs come through, some really nice trucks already, and they've got those set up over at Stump Funeral Home in that grassy area beside the funeral home over there. And as I was driving in, I was able to look at some of those, and just really neat stuff. And, again, this has been a 3-day affair. We're only here for day number 3, but there's been a lot of stuff going on throughout the last couple of days. I'm going to pull up here the schedule of events so you guys can take a look at what happened. Again, this thing got started technically on Monday with the Pretty Baby contest. They did all those things pre-actual festival, and the festival itself began on Thursday morning on the 28th. They had judging of exhibits. They had a country store open. The big kitchen and vendors were open there. Little Kitchen also open. They did the opening ceremonies and the raising of the flags on Thursday morning. Very, very early. They had the carnival already open on Thursday. They did bingo on Thursday. A lot of stuff on Thursday already. And they also brought in the rock wall, the mechanical bull, obstacle courses, bounce houses, carnival rides, food trucks, live music, and a lot more. A lot of stuff for the kids, a lot of stuff for families. It continued on Friday. They had their Heritage Day on Friday with activities such as molasses making, Civil War soldiers, and some of the things that they were able to do. They did blacksmithing, storytelling, square dancing, taffy pulling, which sounds pretty neat. They did a spinning wheel, rug making, and more. So all of those really old-timey things that are trades and arts that have kind of left us over the many, many years. And I like that they try to keep that tradition alive, George, because if they don't, it will go the way of the dodo.
Exactly. And, they've always tried to do something like that for the Molasses Festival each and every year. And, I am so glad that this festival is growing and growing and growing, because so many of the festivals, as we've talked about before, are going to the wayside because they can't get sponsorship and stuff to help, and they can't get volunteers to help.
I was going to say there's two things that you need for a festival: sponsors and volunteers.
Exactly.
And those are both in short supply these days. Again, last year they brought it back fully from the COVID pandemic, and it was a very scary time last year. They weren't sure how it was going to go.
Right.
I think last year kind of told the volunteers and told the people who organized this, whoa, we can keep this thing alive because it was well attended last year.
Yes.
And so they went bigger this year.
Exactly. You know, they've got a carnival this year.
Yeah, they brought the carnival with them and all that stuff.
I mean, you know, there's so many things that's different this year. Ooh, I'm hearing sirens somewhere.
Yeah, hopefully that's not for you, George.
Right.
You drove nicely here, right? You didn't break any laws?
Well, you know, I waved at the sheriff as I come through over here, so you know, he gave me a pass.
Well, hopefully that continues. So let's look at the schedule of events for today. Saturday the 30th, and again, it began bright and early. They had the big kitchen open for breakfast. I'm really upset that I did not know that because I might have been able to get over here and grab me some breakfast.
Yeah,
as it stands, I'm just going to sit here starving and wait till we go down to the West Fork side. And once we get down to that building down there, that's where all the food vendors are laid out.
All the goodies is down there.
Yeah.
And somebody told me the 1982 Foundation has got barbecue pork dinners.
I did see. I've seen a couple different places for barbecue down there, so that's very exciting. The country store opened at 9 a.m. this morning, as well as the kids' games and the vendors began opening up at 9 o'clock this morning. They also opened the little kitchen at 9. The parade lineup began at 11 o'clock. About the time I rolled in here, they're starting the lineup right now at Arnoldsburg Elementary School, and then live coverage at noon from us here at WVRC on our Facebook and our YouTube platforms, as we are going to be covering again. We'll be covering the Grand Parade from up here. We'll hang out for a few, then we'll cut it. We'll pack up all the equipment. We'll pack everything up into the truck. We'll take it down to the West Fork, and we'll set it back up back behind the building where all of the stuff's going on. They've got the main stage. There's music going to be going on. They got the carnival. They got prizes. They got all sorts of stuff back there. So we want to be right in the midst of it, and we'll be there for the final couple hours of our live remote here today. Obviously, 1 o'clock is the Grand Parade, so we're going to be up here kind of chatting it up, George, for the next 45 minutes to an hour. I would like to get some of the members of the clinic here at Arnoldsburg Medical Clinic to come on and talk about their new facility here in Arnoldsburg, West Virginia. I know that Riley Keaton is hanging around trying to get him on to talk about the grand opening of this and some of the other things that Roane General Hospital is doing, continuing to expand into the neighboring counties, expand their services, and freshen up their building. It's something that is highly necessary. You see it in many different healthcare facilities right now. I noticed I was talking with Rebecca Coffindef and Rebecca Gahn from Family Health Care in Spencer. They have gone through a complete renovation, exterior and interior. I know that many Hamilton Health Systems over in Grantsville, their main building, they are going through a major renovation and expansion. So
same thing with Copeland down in Elizabeth as well.
It's all necessary to continue to expand the services that these places provide. And all these places, great sponsors of ours, and we're very appreciative that they allow us to be involved with all the stuff that they do. So let's look at the afternoon here on this Saturday. Again, the parade starts at 1 o'clock. We imagine it'll be about 30 minutes to an hour. Just guessing. We don't know how many entries are actually in. At 2 p.m., the carnival is going to be back open. It'll be open from 2 to 5 at first, and then 1:30 to 4 p.m. the car show is taking place. So they've got some of those cars laid out already, but a lot more, as you and I have seen, are flowing in here.
Through.
And I like that there's different types. You see the old rat rods. You see the low-hanging square body Fords coming in with a lot of heavy enginery in it.
Right.
I don't think enginery is an actual word, George. I'm not sure.
Well, you know, I'm used to you making up words.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Again, we got some.
You were a math teacher and not an English teacher.
This is true. We've also got, of course, some of the modern-day muscle cars, but they've got the old-school muscle cars as well, the 60s cars. Then we've seen some older models rolling through, some really nice
I saw a
ones.
beautiful pickup truck a while ago. It was like a Model A pickup, and I mean, it is sharp. Lime green in color.
Very nice.
Very beautiful. No hood on it. You can actually see the motor. It is beautiful.
So that is going to take place from 1:30 to 4 p.m., the actual car show itself. And from 3 until 5, they've got the Braxton Cowboys taking the stage. I would imagine they are possibly from Braxton County.
I would imagine.
That or their last names are all Braxton.
One of the two.
One of those two things could be true. So the Braxton Cowboys, spelled Braxton Kowboys, they'll be on stage from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. They're going to do a cornhole tournament as well at 4 p.m. I assume that's going to be down back behind where all that stuff is taking place. From 6 until 10, the carnival will reopen, so they're going to close from 5 to 6. For, maintenance so the workers can get a breather and maybe the workers can get something to eat.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then they'll open the carnival back up until 10 p.m. tonight from 5:30 to 7:30 on the main stage. Stephanie and the Band of Brothers is the name of the band that is going to take the stage. That's 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. They'll do the final raffle at 7:30 p.m. And then from 8 to 10 p.m., it'll be Retro Country. That will take the stage, and that will wrap things up here for the 56th Annual Molasses Festival. But again, we're up here at the Arnoldsburg Clinic, the Arnoldsburg Medical Clinic, just now the grand opening for Roane General Hospital's new site, and they are our exclusive sponsor for our live remote here today. So we do appreciate them, and we do hope that they bring some people over so we can talk with the hospital people. As you see, I'll roll this around just a little further, and they've got some tents and stuff set up, and they've got their just a lot of things going on. They've got some face painting coming up. They've got some little goodie bags to give away to people who come and tour this brand new facility. And I tell you what, I've only been in the main room there, George, and it just smells new. Always like new things.
Yeah. And look at that one. There we go.
Oh, see if I can get that in the view real quick. I'll try to move this out just a little bit so you can still see the clinic and you can see some of these nice rat rods rolling through.
Exactly.
We do have our first victim here. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say victim. Right. We have our first.
I'm not sure where she's at.
Yes, don't worry. I'll just roll them. I'll turn them all up. All right, all you got to do is put that thing on and then roll the microphone right down in front of the face.
There you go.
And give us a test.
Testing. Hello.
Nothing wrong with it. How's the ears? Too loud? Too good?
No, it's good.
Okay, so we're here with Leah James. And Leah, let's first talk about this facility. You are a representative of Roane General Hospital. You've been there for quite a while now. Is that correct?
Yes, I've been there for 8 years now.
It seems like just yesterday she was in high school and having to try to learn something from me. Actually, that's not true. They were in an honors class. I was learning from them. But, Leah, now you've been at Roane General Hospital now for 8 years. And talk about what you know about this facility, where this got started, why Roane General felt the need to come into the community of Arnoldsburg.
I think people from our community, as you have always seen, Roane General Hospital, care you can trust close to home. So that's one of the main drivers of why we felt like we wanted to have a clinic here in the community. We have a lot of patients that come from this community over to Spencer to see us. So we felt like bringing the care closer to home would be a good thing for them. So that's kind of how it got started. We do have outlying clinics at other places in Roane County, out in Walton, and then out at Geary as well. So here we are in Arnoldsburg.
Absolutely. This is part of, though, Leah, a massive expansion, I think, of Roane General Hospital and the ideas behind it and the people who are making those decisions and getting together with people in the community and getting together with the staff and finding out how best to serve your customers. Obviously, getting to them is number one, and so opening up these clinics in different places, and you find the place right here to get something done. And it's boy, did this go up fast?
Yeah,
it went up
exactly.
fast. But this is part of
I talked with Doug when they first broke ground over here, and he told me, he said, we'll be up and running before the Molasses Festival.
Which is crazy.
I said, no.
Absolutely.
I mean, I didn't say that to him, but,
Well, it absolutely happened. You guys had a vision for this. But, again, this is part of an expansion project that has been a long time in the making for you guys.
Yes. As many people have visited the main campus, we just did a very large renovation and addition there.
Which is beautiful, I may add.
I agree. I actually was there later last week, and I don't get to be up there at night and, when it's dark, but the lights on, it just really shines up there on the hill. And they say when you come around the turn here in Arnoldsburg, the lights here on the building really shine on this one as well. So, yeah, we're just really excited and really promoting health, actually trying to keep our patients healthy instead of waiting until they're actually sick with chronic disease to then try to backtrack and get them, back to health again.
Preventative care
Yes.
is quite important for you guys. That's part of the fact that you guys spent a good chunk of that expansion at the regular hospital on fitness, on wellness, on a Healthy Way Cafe, on the dietitian aspect of things, trying to catch people and get them active and get them healthy before, as you said, anything goes wrong. But obviously, in life things will happen, so you guys are also there for that as well.
Yes.
But I do love the push in our community and in our counties because we know we're in a small rural county here, Roane County, Work County, all the way around, small rural counties in West Virginia. There is multiple problems with people's health, whether it be young people, obesity, whether it be chronic illnesses, diabetes, all those things are prevalent in these rural places.
Yes.
And to try to attack them, it's a daunting task, I imagine, for you guys.
It is, yes. Diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, COPD, those are some of the big ones that we see every day. And so one of the things that maybe not a lot of people know about this clinic here at Arnoldsburg is we're going to have our primary care services here to manage a lot of those chronic diseases, diabetes, and that sort of thing. But we're also, our cardiology team, Dr. Scott Duffy and David Adkins, they are actually going to be coming over here as well to Arnoldsburg. Each of them are going to be here once a month. We have a really big referral pattern coming from this community. So, again, having them closer to home here. And they're going to be able to do the same things here that we can do at the hospital, aside from, stress testing and that sort of thing. That'll have to go back to the main hospital. But EKGs, heart monitors, things like that, we're going to be able to have that right here in Arnoldsburg.
Well, very exciting for this community, very exciting for Roane General Hospital. What do you guys have going on today? We've looked at all these balloons and some tents and things that are happening. Is this like an actual grand opening for you guys?
It is. Where our first day of business is Monday morning at 8 a.m.
Wow.
We thought this is really timed out perfectly. We'll have a kind of a grand opening here today. We're taking appointments. We're actually making some appointments of patients that don't have primary care providers, so that's actually occurring right now. We have free face painting.
George?
No.
Come on. Just say it.
My daughter, as soon as Mel got here, she was ready to be the first one in the seat. I couldn't hold her off any longer. So free face painting going on here. We've got snack bags for adults and kids, balloons. We've got first aid kits. We're doing clinic tours. So everybody wants to come in and check out the new beautiful building. It is open. And then we've got raffles, Amazon gift cards for the adults, and 2 gift cards to Sky Zone for the kids. Really wanted to reward them for coming in and spending some time with us. And then let's see, what else do we have going on here? Our providers are here. Carrie McCown and Melanie Wilson. They are going to be our primary care providers here at this location. They are here today to meet with our guests, our patients, our friends, family. So that's nice to have them here as well.
It was just a beautiful day for this grand opening, and it is a beautiful facility. It went up way faster than we thought it could.
Exactly.
But it is here. Our plans are, once we get done covering the actual grand parade, before we shut down our equipment and head down to the main area at the West Fork Park there, we're planning on taking a tour on our YouTube and Facebook channels. So that is going to be something hopefully we can get done. I'm pretty sure we know how to do it by now. You never truly know when it comes to George and I. We could probably mess something up. But I think we're going to get a chance to take a tour. Hopefully we get somebody who is the representative. I don't know if it'll be you.
I'm thinking I'm the volunteer.
All right. Well, we'll have you mic'd up and ready to go after the grand parade.
That's okay. I've got my phone.
Yeah.
I've got Joe McDonald on speed dial.
Yeah, we need that guy on speed dial for sure. That guy has saved our lives more than one time. Well, Leah, thank you so much for being the first one to come join us from Rome General Hospital and letting us know about this new medical clinic. And we look forward to hopefully taking a tour with you once the grand parade is over.
Yeah. Thank you guys very much. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. That is Leah James from Rome General Hospital. And again, we are here at the Arnoldsburg Medical Clinic. It is the grand opening of this clinic, and the Rome General Hospital, they are our exclusive sponsor for our live remote here today from the 56th Annual Molasses Festival. We invite you to stay with us, folks. When you take a look at the time, we've got about 35 minutes now, as you saw and heard, I'm sure, all of the fire trucks heading back down towards Arnoldsburg Elementary School. I imagine we're going to start to see, George, in the next probably 20 minutes, people starting to line up around both sides of the road here.
Oh, I'm sure of that.
Yeah, and we're going to get ready, and we have a bird's eye view. Let me swing this camera around, and I will show you. We are just a spitting distance. Well, not for me, but, somebody's good at it. Spitting distance from the road, and it's going to be coming from that way. We're going to get a very good view of all of the participants this year in the parade. A much better view this year for us. And again, stay with us, folks. Throughout the afternoon, we're going to head down later to the West Fork Park, and we're going to be right back there in the thick of things. We're going to have music to our right. We're going to have the carnival in front of us, and we're going to have food vendors everywhere. And we hope to get a chance, George, to talk to some of the volunteers, as you mentioned, some of the organizers of this event.
Exactly, because, without those volunteers, this doesn't happen. And, we've talked about it at other events that we've been doing here this summer. And, there's so many events that are going by the wayside. They won't be here next year.
Yeah.
And, I am so glad, like I said earlier, I am so glad that they realized last year, coming back out of the pandemic, that, hey, it is still alive. Yeah. We can do this.
This is possible, and not only is it possible, we have had a great attendance for this event Thursday and Friday. If you go to the Molasses Festival Facebook page, folks, they have got pictures, they've got videos. They have been well attended the first couple of days. Today will be no different. The weather, talk about cooperating, George. Right. You just never know on outdoor events.
Beautiful. I mean, there's a nice breeze blowing out here. It's warm, but it's, it's comfortable.
Yeah, it's not brutally hot.
No,
which is what I couldn't.
Yeah, I did Riverfest down on Elizabeth. Brutal. That was, the 1st of June, and it was just brutal down there. And then we did the fair.
Yep.
And it was pretty hot down there then, too.
Pretty warm.
Yeah.
Just a little bit warm. Folks, we're about 30 minutes away from the Grand Parade. Stick with us. We're going to break away and give some love to our sponsor here, Rome General Hospital. When we come back, we'll continue to get ready for the Grand Parade here at the 56th Annual Molasses Festival right in downtown Arnoldsburg, West Virginia. Folks, we invite you to come out here today and enjoy this wonderful weather day, the beautiful afternoon that there is, and all the excitement that they've got going on for this Molasses Festival.
Family medicine is like a bridge, moving you from one side where you need vaccinations, screenings, and medical advice to the other where you receive essential care to remain healthy and active. I'm Caitlin McDonald, a nurse practitioner at Rome General Hospital, and I'm here to help you cross that bridge to a healthier life. I'm accepting patients of all ages at Rome General Medical Clinic and Southern Rome Medical Clinic, offering family medicine, care you can trust close to home.
In the world of healthcare, there's a lot to take in, decisions to make, and costs to consider. You can count on me to steer you through that maze of information for the best possible outcome. I'm Kelly Smith, a family nurse practitioner at Roan General Medical Clinic. I treat patients of all ages, infants, children, teens, adults, and seniors. I offer family medicine services that you can trust, close to home. I'm accepting appointments and welcome the opportunity to be your guide to better healthcare today.
Hey, welcome you all back to our live remote here on WVRC. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. The one place that I may have dropped the ball on, George, is putting us on the radio. Still trying to work on that, so don't get it in your head yet that we're not going to have it on the radio.
Right.
I'm still working on something. I got something in the works.
There we go.
We'll see if it actually works. Just because I have it in the works
Doesn't
mean it's going to work.
Exactly.
Well, we're very thankful to be here, and one of the reasons we are here is because of our sponsors for this event, and the sponsor that you can see right in front of you is the Arnoldsburg Medical Clinic, care of Roan General Hospital. They are open for the grand opening right now, and it is just a really cool thing that they've got going on here. They've got a lot of stuff going on, as Ms. Leah James, representing Roan General Hospital, told us. This is part of their expansion project to try to get clinics into smaller communities around Roan County. Of course, Roan General located in Spencer, West Virginia, the main hospital. They have clinics in Walton, clinics in Gary. They've got a clinic now open in Arnoldsburg. I don't know what the plans are for future expansion. You just never know as far as that's concerned. But just an opportunity for them to get into these smaller communities with some of the people who they serve already, but they can serve closer to home now.
You know, Roan General keeps growing. And the only way that Roan General keeps growing is you've got a great board of directors over there and your leadership. And they couldn't have a better administrator than Doug Betts.
We do appreciate Doug was the first one to get a hold of me about this event.
Yes.
We were planning on coming anyway, George.
Right.
We would be down here. And the thing is, you know, when we go into these live remotes, you know, they cost money because we have to pay for our equipment and things like that. And so, you know, asking a small community who's already strapped and trying to bring the best they can to a community for this beautiful festival, asking them to try to pick up the tab for the live remote as well is tough to do. And, of course, they did it last year, and they were willing to do it this year. But how cool is it that Roan General steps in and says, don't worry, I'll take care of this for you.
Hats off to Doug Betts and the whole staff at Roan General Hospital for stepping up and saying, hey, we want to be a part of this.
And that's, again, what they're trying to do here, George, is they're trying to become more of a part of this community. They serve people over here, and so they bring this over here, and they're offering a lot of cool stuff here today just to try to communicate and reach out to the communities over here and get them involved in this brand-new facility. And it's such a cool thing that they do. I just think that I'm loving the way that healthcare facilities, and again, we've talked about a few of them in our area, some of the ones that are our sponsors for many, many things. You know, you talk about Mini Hamilton Health System. They opened a clinic over by Arnoldsburg Elementary School a year ago. We were able to come and talk about that. And so it's not, for us, George, it's not like a competition thing. For us, it's these facilities are all doing what they need to do, which is offer better care closer to where people are.
Exactly.
You know, Grantsville's not a ton of distance from here, but it's a good 20 minutes from here.
Exactly.
And then you look at if somebody is in the Spencer area or even further and they're wanting to come over to a facility, whether it be Roan General, Mini Hamilton, Copeland, whatever it may be.
Right.
These places are it's almost like they're just branching out, and the coverage areas are overlapping, so no one is missed. No matter where you're going, nobody's missed.
And, hats off to Roan General, hats off to Minnie Hamilton. I mean, they moved into this community because it's needed.
Yep.
I mean, this covers, from Millstone to the Clay County line.
Yeah.
And, it makes it easier for those folks that live in that area to get health care.
Yep.
I mean, before, they either had to drive to Charleston or all the way to Grantsville or all the way to Spencer. And now, here it is. It's right in the back door.
Yeah, it is right here. And I tell you, and it is right here on the main road. We're very excited about being here again today. Love the opportunity to be up here at the Arnoldsburg Medical Clinic from Roan General Hospital. Looking forward, though, I got to be selfish here, George. I'm really looking forward to getting down there to the West Fork Park and right back there because
we had
a long
down there last year.
I had a long night last night, doing the football game and at an early morning this morning, I was woke up to the sound of a jackhammer in my basement at 7 a.m. I'm having some issues with my house, but
ooh, look at that.
Oh, wow. What a vehicle. But I was still in a rush because that's how I am, and I didn't get anything to eat before I came over. So I am really holding out until about that 2 o'clock hour when we moved down there.
If you remember, the last time we did a live remote together, we both forgot to bring money.
We did. I did not forget today.
I didn't forget today either.
I made sure to bring some cash today. I know that there's going to be a lot of food to be eaten. It's going to be like a Blitzkrieg mini Black Walnut Festival for me as far as eating is concerned. I always have a schedule of where I go when I go there for the festival. It's I know which place I'm going to hit up this day and this day and what I'm going to have. This is going to be, I'm going to have to be very careful about how I navigate 2 hours worth of eating.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of places down there to get some food. Again, the food court is open. All the food vendors are open. A lot of things happening down there. The car show, again, we're watching some really nice vehicles come through here. That opens at 1:30. It'll go from 1:30 to 4. But as I mentioned, George, as I was coming in from Spencer over at Stump Funeral Home, there's a big open space to the left of it. They've already got cars there. They're already set out. Hoods are up. People are already viewing them. So whether the car show is officially underway or not, you can go there right now and look at some really cool things.
Right. And like, we've mentioned there's vehicles headed down there all the time. I mean, about every other car or so, there's a new one that's headed that way. So they're going to have a lot of beautiful cars, trucks, SUVs, whatever. They're going to be there. So swing on by, take a look at what they've got.
And again, let's take a look at the schedule of events for today. Of course, everything got started first thing this morning with a big kitchen for breakfast. The country store, the kids' games, the vendors were open at 9 a.m. Little kitchen at 9 a.m. opened up. The parade lineup is happening right now as they are getting set. And again, we are just about 25 minutes away from the opening of the Grand Parade, and we're starting to see some people roll in from the West Fork Park area. They're walking over here, and they're going to be checking out this Arnoldsburg Medical Clinic facility. Kids are coming over. I tell you what, the face painting is getting ready to get started.
She's been doing it over there for a good
we've
while.
got some kids coming over, and I see them pointing. They're pointing at the face painting, Ted, as well. Obviously, at 1 p.m., we're getting ready for the Grand Parade, and that will be, again, depending on how many entries they have. Last year, I believe we had about a 30-minute parade, George. Is that right?
It was about 30, 35 minutes, something like that.
So it just depends on who shows up to be into the parade as to how long it will be. Once the parade is over, we're going to try to take a tour of this facility, the Arnoldsburg Medical Clinic from Roan General Hospital. Once we get that tour done, we're going to shut down on our live feed for just a little bit, just so we can pack up the equipment and head down to West Fork Park. We'll be right back on as soon as we can get ready to go, and we'll continue into the 4 o'clock hour this evening, and going to be a great day And let's talk about some of the things that when we get down there, George, we're going to see. The carnival opens at 2 p.m. They'll be open for 3 hours, 2 to 5. They'll close from 5 to 6 and open back up 6 to 10 p.m. So the carnival is there and ready to go here in just a couple of hours. After that, we're going to have some live music on stage at 3 p.m. Taking the stage, the Braxton Cowboys. They'll be on from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. And that one, the cornhole tournament begins at 4 p.m., and that will last until the winners are crowned. 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Again, the carnival back open. After the Braxton Cowboys from 3 to 5, 5:30 to 7:30 is Stephanie and the Band of Brothers taking the stage for some music. They're going to do the final raffle at 7:30 p.m. right at the end of that show, and then at 8 p.m., Retro Country will be on the stage for the rest of the evening for the music. And, of course, things just going to be open and ready to go throughout the afternoon as we're seeing some of these, again, beautiful vehicles roll through. It's going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous day here in Arnoldsburg. And this is just a topping. This is just topping it off for everybody because this event has been going on for 2 days. Unfortunately, George, we had work we had to do the first 2 days.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have fired ourselves.
I wanted to stop by, but, by the time I get done, it's over.
Well, we totally could have fired ourselves for a couple days.
It'd been fun.
Then rehired ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we didn't do that.
No.
Didn't think about it.
No.
Our bad.
And, we were talking there a little bit ago. You're tired. But the thing of it is.
I passed tired on Tuesday.
Exactly. But you've had a long week to begin with. But people don't realize what your Fridays are like. During football season, this man doesn't get to bed much before 2 o'clock in the morning.
I was up at 2 waiting for the video from last night to upload.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You start your day about 8 o'clock in the morning, and then, it ends at 2 a.m.
Well, at least it's only 8 o'clock that I start my day. Most people start them way earlier than I do.
Well, but still yet. On Fridays you start about 8. But
well, we had somebody come over here in what I can only describe as a PRT-like WVU golf cart.
Yes.
It's decked out like the old PRTs were painted.
Yes.
When I used to be in school at WVU, they put they slapped on new paint. I don't know when it was up there in Morgantown for the PRT system, but that is a very similar look. Even to the hubs on the tires are yellow.
Yes.
So it's really a neat thing. Who was that stopped by for us? Was that one of the
Molasses Festival?
I thought so. I thought that may be
volunteers. I think we ought to go over and see if we can't get them to come on with us.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect
I'll be right back.
Okay, that's a great idea. While that's happening, while George is finding somebody, I'm going to send it away for a real quick commercial for Roane General Hospital. We'll be right back here in just a second with the 56th Annual Molasses Festival.
Being healthy means having the energy and strength each day to do the things you need to do for yourself and loved ones. But what happens when you need help? As a family medicine provider at Roane General Hospital, I'm here to let you know I've got you. I'm nurse practitioner Leanne Thomas, and I'm accepting patients of all ages at Roane General Medical Clinic, offering you care you can trust close to home. For routine screenings, sick visits, chronic health conditions, referrals, and more, I've got you.
My name is Carrie McCown, and I am a nurse practitioner at Roane General Hospital. As a family medicine provider, I specialize in helping you navigate the path towards a healthier life. I am there at every step for routine screenings, chronic conditions you may need help managing, sick visits, referrals for specialized care, and more. Allow me to be your healthcare navigator. I am accepting patients at all of Roane General Hospital's medical clinics and welcome your call for an appointment today.
I'm Laura Smith, a family medicine provider at Roane General Hospital, and I am here to help you pinpoint the path to good health. I treat patients of all ages at Roane General Medical Clinic and Walton Medical Clinic, offering family medicine services you can trust close to home. I welcome your call for an appointment today.
Very, very exciting news here, as we weren't quite sure how things were going to work here today, folks, as far as the Grand Parade is, because we're not on the radio here today. We're only on YouTube and Facebook Live, video and audio. And we had an opportunity, Crystal Brenneman, who is in what they called it, the official vehicle of the Molasses Festival, their golf cart, their Mountaineer golf cart there. But she is, again, just as we saw last year before the parade, George, running back and forth, back and forth. We found out that we are going to be covering the parade, not just here, but we are going to be actually announcing.
Yeah, she's bringing us the book with all the entries, so we'll have it as they come. We'll know exactly what we're talking about.
Let's hope.
Exactly.
Last year we had some misalignments. Last year we had some last-second dropouts.
Yeah.
And we were really chaotic trying to do that. But she's going to take it down to the West Fork Park. She's going to plug her phone in so the people down there can hear us do the actual parade announcements. And so when those entries get down to the West Fork Park, they'll know who is coming and what order it's in. So that's exciting for us. On top of that, George, she had some things that she wanted to get out to the public.
Yeah, she wanted to remind everybody that they do have a shuttle service. Parking is no longer an issue. They have got the property up here across from the storage facility right across the street from Parmar. And they have a shuttle bus that is running from to and from the park to the parking area up here. And all you got to do is look for the Brooksville Baptist Church, and they are doing the shuttle service for the Molasses Festival. Want to thank them. Big kudos to them for stepping up and helping with the shuttle service.
So really cool thing that they have there, because, again, even though it's not the hottest day in the world, still there are people who may not be able to make that kind of trek back and forth.
Yeah.
And, again, the parking, is one thing. And so you get the shuttle service to get you down there fast. You don't have to walk all the way down through there. That's a really neat thing to add to it. They are going to bring us the parade lineup as soon as that gets done. They're going to go put us on audio. So at some point, George, while we're talking here, it's going to end up down at the West Fork Park. Let's hope people understand what's going on.
If I know Crystal, it's probably on the air about now.
Yeah, they are working quickly. And so those of you down at the West Fork Park area, you're not hearing ghosts. You're not hearing voices. We're actually talking. We're just over at the Arnoldsburg Medical Clinic at the moment. We're going to come join all of you down there after the parade is over.
I will point out that the table up here under the canopy is the judging stand.
Yes.
So anybody that's listening that's in the parade that may be doing
like some performance,
like a band or majorettes, you need to stop right here in front of the medical clinic and do your performance here for the judges.
I'd almost bet that once Crystal gets back here, she is going to be out near the road telling people to stop and perform right here. So, again, if you're looking for the parade route.
Look at that Camaro.
Wow.
Man, is that beautiful. I'm sorry about that.
I'm just not fast. I'm not fast enough, George, to catch it on the way in. You're just seeing the taillights as it goes by us.
Right.
Hopefully some of those are in the parade, though. I'd love it if some of those were in the parade.
I know.
A lot of them are already over there at the car show, unfortunately for us. But, it's the parade route is this. They are setting up at Arnoldsburg Elementary School. They're going to get on the main road. They're going to come all the way past the Speedy Mart. I don't know what they call it now, the Parmar store.
Yeah.
I call it Speedy Mart because I know it as Speedy Mart all my life.
Exactly.
Even though Parmar doesn't pay us, so it's Speedy Mart.
It's Speedy Mart.
There we go. Come past that, past the Calhoun Banks, Arnoldsburg branch right there. It's going to come straight down the straight stretch in front of us here at the Arnoldsburg Medical Clinic. It's going to head down to the West Fork Park, staying on the main road. They're going to go past the Arnoldsburg Park and over towards Stump Funeral Home. That's where the car show is taking place.
Right.
And that will be the parade route. So right here is where the people are going to stop, and they're going to do performances, which is cool for us, George, because we got the camera.
Exactly.
Yeah, we are right here in the thick of it. Last year we didn't know. Nobody really knew what to do.
Exactly.
And so last year we were set up in front of the West Fork Park, and as soon as the parade got started, what we didn't plan for was that everybody was going to go up to the road, and when everybody went up to the road, we couldn't see.
And not only that, we had a truck that pulled right in front of the camera.
Yeah, we tried to raise our camera angle as high as we could, and we zoomed it in as far as we could.
We even set it up on the table.
Yeah.
I mean, and had it jacked up as high as it would go.
We did the best we could last year, and now we have a perfect vantage point for the 2023 Grand Parade. And again, we're very thankful that Roane General Hospital and the Arnoldsburg Medical Clinic decided to invite us over here as our exclusive sponsor. And, of course, you could see the sign right there. I don't want to swing it around because we're so close to the building. But at some point when we get set to do the tour after the Grand Parade, we'll walk back with the camera. We'll take a look at the facility real quick outside, and then we'll give ourselves a little tour. We'll have a tour inside the building before we shut down and head down to the West Fork Park. Very exciting to have this facility here, and thankful they invited us here. We were trying to get Riley Keaton on, who is the marketing director at Roane General, and I walked in there. I said, I need Riley, and they're like, you missed him. He's already gone. I said, what? I said, yeah, he had to go get ready for the parade. I was like, oh, man, snuck out on us. I don't know why it is. People just are afraid to talk on the air. Miss Leah James said that was the first time she's been on.
She did a great job.
Yeah, well spoken. If she ever quits Roane General, she's hired.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I had it in the back of my head.
Well, we're just about 10 minutes away, folks. I'm still waiting, and now I'll know. Because once we see the Mobile come by, the West Virginia Mobile with Crystal Brenneman, hair on fire, we're going to be good to go.
She's always that way.
Somebody needs to give her
open.
Yeah, somebody needs to give her that vehicle.
Exactly.
The Harley Davidson that just drove by, that's what she needs to be riding back and forth between the parade route and the West Fork Park.
Lights and siren.
Absolutely. Give her one of those police vehicles, like the CHIPS vehicles.
That's what I'm saying. Or get the Arnoldsburg UTV that they've got.
Yep.
And it's got lights and siren on it.
We are just moments away. If you're
speaking of that, did you see all the fire trucks? I mean, the surrounding counties are very well represented.
I saw Clover.
Yeah.
From Spencer area, well, just past Spencer area on 36.
Yep.
There's a couple differences. I'm just showing everybody right now where we're located. We're on the main drag here, and right there is where we're going to see each parade entry emerge, and we will follow them through, just like I'm following this vehicle. Could have done that for the really nice one that just came through.
Exactly.
And then they're going to stop basically right here in front of the building here at the Arnoldsburg Clinic, and whatever performances take place, that's what we're going to see right in our front view. We have the best view this year for this Grand Parade. We're so excited this year, and I guess we will be announcing the entries too. So
exactly.
It's going to be a lot of this. It's going to be me looking down, trying to read people's writing, looking up, trying to make sure it's right, and then George at the same time banging me on the shoulder saying, no, this one. This it's right. The other way. And we'll try to be as unchaotic or non-chaotic as we can possibly be on this.
Hey, we did a pretty good job last year, I thought.
Given the circumstances.
From where we were at.
That's the thing. We couldn't really tell some of these entries.
Right.
The interesting ones are the horse entries, because the horses have these weird names to them.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
But, I was talking about all the different fire departments that are here. You've got the Upper West Fork here. You've got Clover. I haven't seen one from Spencer itself yet, but I'd say that they're probably on their way.
If not already over there, of course.
Yeah, it could be over there already.
Some of those entries probably got there early and just to hang out.
Roane General Hospital sent one of their ambulances. Danny Croning is on it. Saw him there a little bit ago. He stopped by and said hi to us.
Danny, long time.
Good guy, buddy.
At that place, director of the EMS.
He is a very good guy.
Yeah, they've got one heck of a fleet there, do a great job as well. So they'll be in the parade as well. Looking forward to seeing them all.
Elizabeth has got one of their trucks up here that I saw go by a little bit ago. And but there's several fire departments that are represented very well. I'm sure there's probably, like we were saying, some up that are up at the school that we don't even know about. And just with the fire departments and EMS that's here, that'll take 10 minutes to go through anyway.
I see the official. The official.
See if you can zoom in on them.
Wheelie vehicle coming on down the road. I'm gonna follow them as they go through. There's Crystal. The official Molasses Festival vehicle is a WVU themed golf cart, gas powered golf cart right there. For Crystal and the rest of them. Having a good time with that, and again. It's good to, you talk to Crystal for like 5 minutes, and you can just
her energy,
the energy that she has to have for this.
I'd like to bottle it.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
And so just having fun right now with all the stress that she's probably undergoing, and having a good time with it. She's headed back down to the parade route. So we would imagine, George, that it is 2:50 or 12:56. 1 o'clock was the scheduled start for this thing, and it's going to get started probably pretty close to that. She's heading down to get the booklet with all the entries, making sure the last-minute things are done.
She'll come Bo Duke sliding here sideways here in a few minutes.
She'll be right back in front with us here, and then I believe, is she going to stay here for the Grand Parade?
I believe she said she was, and then she said that after the parade was done, she'd come on the air with us.
Fantastic. Yeah, this is a very stressful time for the organizers. Grand Parade with so many different types of entries, so many entries, and again, trying to communicate to everybody. So where we're at right here at the Arnoldsburg Medical Clinic for Roane General Hospital is where the judging is going to take place underneath the canopy, and so all the performances need to take place right here where we're at. And then they'll continue the parade route through the West Fork Park area, but we've got to have it here first.
Throughout the afternoon, folks, if you're worried about parking, don't, because they've got a big lot up here across from Speedy Mart, Parmar, whatever you want to call it, and it's right there in front of the storage facility. They've got a big lot there, and Brooksville Baptist Church is running their van. And you can't miss it. It's got it on the side, about 6-inch letters on the side, Brooksville Baptist. So they're running their van as a shuttle service between the parking area and the fairgrounds down there. So there's no reason that you can't attend. You know, parking's no longer an issue. So hats off to them on that. That's awesome.
That's very nice to have. Again, it's a full festival this year, folks.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff going on over the West Fork Park building. Behind it, that's where you're going to see all of the hubbub. It's going to be the stage to the right. The carnival is over there. Vendors are over there. Food vendors are over there. Lots of stuff taking place. We cannot wait to get down there after the parade route is finished.
And from what I've noticed on their page, that they've got pictures and stuff up of stuff that's happened throughout the week so far. They've got a really nice stage unit now.
Yes, I did see that picture of the stage. Very, very nice looking stage they've got this year for all of the music that's taking place. And again, we'll run through the music as we continue throughout the day. It'll get started 3 p.m. with the Braxton Cowboys. That'll be the first act to take the stage here today. We're waiting on Crystal and the other organizers to get set to go, folks. We're going to send it away for just a second so we can get ourselves set for the Grand Parade. I want to thank our exclusive sponsor once again this year for our coverage of the Molasses Festival on the Saturday. That is the Arnoldsburg Medical Clinic from Roane General Hospital. Stick around, folks. We will be right back.
Hello, I'm Roane General Hospital's Healthcare Coordinator, Bonnie Singh, encouraging you to reconnect with your health. Our new RGH Center for Wellness Fitness Complex, which is outfitted with the latest exercise equipment and staffed by a certified team of fitness trainers, is now open to the community with memberships available. Or You can participate in our new Prescription for Your Health program and use the fitness complex for free. Visit RoneGeneralHospital.com to learn more.
As you see out in the distance, we are being entertained by some youngsters out there doing some dancing and some cartwheel action. As we're very, very excited to be here at the Arnoldsburg Medical Clinic at Roane General Hospital. And we're here for the 56th Annual Molasses Festival. And it's going to be a big one. It already has been a big one. I say it's going to be because it's our first day here. This thing got started on Thursday, and it was big Thursday. It's big Friday. It's big today. The weather has cooperated completely, and so we're very excited. We're here at this clinic. We're right up on the main drag of the road because we're getting ready for the grand parade. We invite you all to please, if you can, like, share, and comment on the videos, whether you're watching us on Facebook or if you're watching us on YouTube. The more shares we get, the more people realize that the parade is going to be covered live here on WVRC. We are, in fact, going to be announcing the parade entries as they come through here. The judging will be done right beside us. So any performances that take place, they'll be taking place right in front of our camera view. We're very excited about that. So if you all could please share this video with your friends on Facebook, or if you're watching on YouTube, share it on us for YouTube as well. We invite you to please subscribe to our channels if you can. Follow us on Facebook and follow our YouTube channel. We
And
do a
TikTok.
lot of content all the time. Yeah, TikTok is one of those things that we are just getting
our feet wet on that.
And thank goodness for Joe McDonald, because if not for him, I wouldn't know what I was doing on TikTok. In fact, I don't know what I'm doing on TikTok. We are just moments away from the Grand Parade. It is 1:05. The parade was set to begin at 1, but of course, with all the entries and all the different moving parts, you got to make sure everything is good to go. We're waiting on Crystal Bredeman. She is driving the official Molasses Festival vehicle, which is the WVU-themed golf cart, and she'll be Boduke sliding into the clinic here in just a bit. She'll have the booklet of all the entries for us, and we're going to get set for the Grand Parade. Once that takes place, we're going to take a little tour of this brand new facility here from our exclusive sponsor, Roane General Hospital, the Arnoldsburg Medical Clinic. They're doing their grand opening today. And again, they are going to open for business on Monday. They're already taking appointments for Monday. And so we're ready to go here. And once we do that, then we're going to shut the equipment down for about 30 minutes to transition over to West Fork Park, and then we're going to go back on the air, George. We're going to have a lot of fun talking with people down there, just kind of interacting during the event down there. We're going to hear music. It's going to be fun. We're going to get to eat, number one. That's number one for me.
Yeah, Fat Man always likes to eat.
I really, really enjoy the food.
But, want to thank Roane General for reaching out to us and saying, hey, we want to sponsor the remote for the Molasses Festival, and that way kind of frees up some money for them to do other things. So, thank them for stepping up and being part of this.
Well, let us know if you're watching us, please. We'd love to hear from you. You can comment on whatever side you got. If you're watching us on Facebook, just give us a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. If you're on YouTube, you can do the same. I've got the chat pulled up. If you have any questions about the festival, about what's happening the rest of the day, just let us know. We do have a list of events that I'll pull up right now so you guys can take a look about what's going on from the rest of the day here on this Saturday. We'll run through it a little bit here. Of course, the parade begins right now or very close to now. And then at 2 p.m. from 2 to 5, the carnival is going to open. It'll close from 5 to 6. And then it will reopen from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Once the parade gets wrapped up, about 1:30 or so, the car show will officially take place. That'll be 1:30 to 4. Our first musical act for the day begins at 3 p.m. on the main stage. That'll be the Braxton Cowboys, and they'll go from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. They're having a cornhole tournament down at the West Fork Park area at 4 p.m. And then 5:30 to 7:30, Stephanie and the Band of Brothers will take the stage. They'll do the raffle at the end of that one, the final raffle of the day. And then at 8 p.m., Retro Country will take the stage. And throughout the day, of course, the food vendors are open. The buildings down there are open for crafts and whatever they've got going on. And, of course, the food vendors and the rest of the people are there. The carnival will be going full bore until 10 p.m. Going to be a great day here in Arnoldsburg. It's been a wonderful, wonderful event this year. They've gone bigger, they've gone better, they've gone bolder, and we're here for the final day of it.
And the sun came out. It's beautiful. Got a nice breeze blowing. It's a very beautiful day out here. So come on out, enjoy the parade, and then take in all the festivities down on the grounds down there. They've got a carnival for the kids. They've got all kinds of music. There's all kinds of food vendors. Come on down, have dinner down here. Here comes the WVU.
And we're going to see
Buggy.
it sliding Boduke style in.
And she's actually doing pretty good.
Took a wide turn just in case. Just in case. So we do believe, folks, that we're going to get the booklet that has all of the entries to the event in it. And if that's the case, we're going to be ready to go for the Grand Parade here, the 56th Annual Molasses Festival. So Crystal has got the book for us.
The thing you may want to do is have somebody down here stopping them to perform.
Final logistics taking place here. Well, let's take a look at this booklet here, George. Just waiting here for the official word that we're going to get started.
Okay, so this is last year's pre-marshal.
Oh, okay.
That was sick. He had COVID last year, couldn't make it. And this is our new pre-marshal. So don't forget.
Okay.
Can you see this?
Let me see. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and just scroll up. This is our pre-marshals this year. Last year's pre-marshal was so excited. He's our honorary because he got COVID and was in a hospital.
Okay.
So they're going to be first. He's going to be second, and then they'll just go. Middle.
Fantastic. We got all sorts of entries this year. Looking forward to this. And we get 2 parade marshals. Well, 3 technically, I guess. There's 2 that are the first one. Sorry, George, I turned you down so we didn't get any ambient sounds going on there for a second.
Right.
So we do have parade marshals 1 and 2. And then last year's parade marshal, who was so excited to be the parade marshal, George, but he was ill last year.
Yes.
And so they're going to bring him back and honor him. That's cool.
That's very cool.
Uh-oh.
I'm hearing it.
Do I hear something,
I hope
George?
they're not coming after me.
Well, listen, I've done wrong in my life, so if they're coming after me, I'm just going to have to go ahead and take it. I'm going to pull back the camera here so we have a wide shot view, and we will just hold the camera right there as we are getting ready for the beginning of the parade. Somebody grab Crystal. Sorry, I didn't keep your phone up. Awesome sauce. Thank you, thank you. If I can remember to do that, I will.
Yeah.
Okay. We're ready to go. We got a lot of people watching on our streams, YouTube and Facebook. Again, if you're watching on our YouTube or Facebook streams, please, we invite you to share these videos because the more people who see it, the more people we can have watch this beautiful day here in Arnoldsburg, West Virginia, and the grand parade for the 56th annual Molasses Festival. We are ready to go with the grand parade. Just waiting a second here.
Here's the book.
All right. Now, George is going to keep me in line.
Who's going to keep me in line?
Oh, nobody.
Exactly.
Nobody.
Exactly.
It's going to be all on you, though. So we do have 2 Grand Parade marshals this year. We've got a couple who will be this year's and then last year's as well. We'll read them off as they come through. And we are just waiting to see the first emergence of the first entry.
And it'll be loud after the parade marshal goes through because it's going to be the Calhoun County Middle High School Band that'll be coming through.
Looking forward to it.
Aha.
I don't know if people out there can hear it yet, but there's some sirens going off.
I'm hearing it in my ears, so they've got to be hearing it a little bit.
I would think so. Well, thank everybody who is listening to us down at the West Fork Park. We'll be down to visit you all in just a little while from WVRC. We are covering the parade up here at the Arnoldsburg Medical Clinic from Roane General Hospital. This is where the judging is taking place to our right underneath the canopy. And so all of the entries, if they're going to perform, will stop right here in front of our camera, and they'll perform, and then they'll head your all's way down at West Fork. And once the parade is over, we'll head down your way, and we will be talking to volunteers, organizers. We'll be talking to vendors. We'll do some talking. We can do it. We know how to do it.
We know how to do it. But beautiful day. We couldn't have asked for better. better weather than what we've got.
We do have some nice weather.
Gorgeous.
Today. 75, sunny with a breeze. I like that, with low humidity here in Arnoldsburg.
Sunny and 75. Good song, too, by the way.
We can hear the sirens getting closer.
Yeah, for those of you that are watching on Facebook or on TikTok, on YouTube, please like and share as much as possible so we can get as many eyes on this as possible. And, if you've got 100 or 200, maybe even more than that, friends on your page, then, when you share that, hey, there we go. And it just keeps getting more eyes on it. Maybe those folks will say, hey, let's go down there and see what's going on,
If you don't mind, while you're on the videos, subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. We have lots and lots of content every single week. And, of course, we do a lot of different things with sports, trying to get over back into Calhoun County with some sports. We'll keep you all updated as that progresses. And
if you would like to help in that, just give us a call at the station. We'll let you know what you could do.
You can give us money. That's
exactly. Well,
Appreciate you joining us, Doris. Thank you very much for the comments. While you're watching us, folks, we invite you to comment. Let us know where you're watching from. I'll always love to see who is
now. Listen.
Yeah. We always love to see and hear from people who are watching as to where they're watching from. Give us your memories if you're a Calhoun resident or just somebody who has visited the Molasses Festival in the past here in Arnoldsburg. Jeannie, you don't see the video. Does anybody else have that problem right now? I think we should be on video. We should be good to go. I'm seeing it on ours. Okay. Hello from Spencer. Hello, Charlotte. Julie Burrows watching from Wheeling, West Virginia.
There we go.
Wish they could have made it, they say. And here we go, folks. The parade has officially begun.
Looks like we have the Arnoldsburg Fire Department leading the pack here. Nice Kenworth truck, and that is their fire and rescue truck. So, beautiful, beautiful piece of equipment.
Absolutely. So the Arnoldsburg fire truck leading it off. Always love it when they do these parades because they shine up those trucks so nicely.
Yeah, buddy.
And then they've got the Wild and Rescue from the fire department.
Beautiful pieces of equipment.
And we have another fire truck coming through.
Not sure who this one is yet.
Want to wait to see.
Believe that may be the Upper West Fork. Yes, it is. The Upper West Fork Fire Department is in attendance.
Yeah, fire department's reigning supreme here. As the Upper West Fork, represented with the GMC truck. That's
Nice.
kind of an old school looking.
That's four-wheel drive unit, too.
Yeah. Thank goodness, Jeannie. She said she can see the video now. I was a little worried for a second.
Right.
Oh, and there will be some candy given out, and we've got some very happy kids that they are right here. Let's show them. Oh, this is going to get crazy. The kids are going to be fighting it out to see who gets all of it. Another fire truck coming through.
That is from our neighboring counties. That is from Elizabeth, Work County Fire Department. And want to thank them for coming up. And, beautiful truck as well. Look at that American flag on the top portion of their truck. That is beautiful.
So we're being led off here by the fire departments from the respective divisions and counties.
And from Roane County, here comes Clover.
Yeah, the Clover VFD.
Yeah. Got a big old white Freightliner truck here.
And if you all haven't been out to that facility,
They call that truck the Brute.
it looks like a brute. If you haven't been out to the new facility at Clover, they rebuilt their fire department across the road from what was initially their fire department. They were on the hillside, though, which unfortunately that was going to fall in, so they got a brand-new facility to the opposite side of it, and it is gorgeous.
And from Ritchie County, we have the Cairo Fire Department. Fantastic.
Very, very nice. And again, one of our sponsors, I believe, coming through here.
Roane General Hospital Ambulance Service. Beautiful piece of equipment as well.
Roane General Hospital with their ambulance division, and of course, some of the volunteers for Roane General Hospital. Again, we're here at the RGH Arnoldsburg Medical Clinic. Very happy to have been invited over to this facility. It's, again, they're doing the grand opening. They'll open for business starting on Monday.
Only you can prevent forest fires. There is Smokey the Bear.
Smokey the Bear, and I believe now we do have our parade grand marshals, and this is the first of 2 parade grand marshals. And how about this? They're like, nah, we're walking this thing. We're walking this parade.
That's it.
Chip and Janice Westfall of Mount Zion have been selected as parade marshals for the 2023 Molasses Festival. Chip and Janice are lifelong residents of Calhoun County. They're the parents of 2 children, Casey and Scotty. Chip is a graduate of Glenville State College and Marshall University. Janice is a graduate of Glenville State College and West Virginia University. They're both retired teachers from Arnoldsburg School System. Janice has continued post-retirement as a substitute at both Arnoldsburg and Pleasant Hill Elementary Schools. Chip also served Calhoun County for 12 years as a Calhoun County commissioner. In that capacity, he represented Calhoun County on many boards, many committees, and continues to represent the county as vice president of the MOVHD, Mid-Ohio Valley Health Department. They're both members of Mount Zion United Methodist Church. In their spare time, they enjoy traveling and walking many miles a week with their golden retriever, Ivy. They also operate a small farm where they garden and have between 4,000 and 5,000 Christmas trees. Also joining us now, the Calhoun County Marching Band. We'll get our other parade marshal as well on here because we've got him coming up in just a second. Calhoun County Middle High School Marching Band. And George, you know much about this, a prideful unit for many, many years.
Yes. At one given time, Calhoun County had 100 plus marching members and playing.
Oh, they are regaling us. We're going to give our other Grand Parade Marshal from last year. This man was very instrumental in the community. Was sick last year with COVID, so we didn't get to have him.
And he was so excited about being the parade marshal last year.
So last year's and this year's honorary parade marshal, Preacher Bob Shannon, as he's known, Preacher Bob around Arnoldsburg, has been a part of the community for several years. Born in 1931 in Tygarts Valley, West Virginia, he graduated from Tygart Valley High School in 1948, went on to attend West Virginia University, and attended Youngstown University. He served our country in the Army from 1952 through 54, spending 2 years in Germany. Bob was ordained in the gospel ministry in March of 1969. He and his late wife, Shirley Shannon, were married for 58 years. Together, they have 5 children who reside in Ohio, Virginia, and Texas. Robert has numerous grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Preacher Bob and wife Shirley were missionaries in Ohio, and their mission was to start numerous churches. Bob and Shirley moved to Arnoldsburg in 2001 He was the pastor of Southern Baptist Church in Arnoldsburg for 6.5 years. Robert's a certified counselor and still preaches at different churches in West Virginia. He loves this area and has been active in the West Fork Community Park on different projects and events throughout the years living here. So congratulations this year to the honorary parade marshal from last year, Robert Bob Shannon. Calhoun County Middle High School Marching Band, tremendous job by them. And you can see Bob Shannon right there, and he is happy to be here, George.
Yes, he is.
Following that, we have some royalty. Miss Roane County Teen 2023. And that is London Justice. London in the back of the Z71 right there. London Justice, daughter of Jamie and Taylor Justice of Spencer, West Virginia. Next Queen candidate. Well, looking for it. Emerson Butler, Queen and candidate, and her family. Emerson Butler, a Queen candidate, I assume for this event this year.
Festival.
Very happy to be joined by the Wood Festival pageant, Peyton McCown, the Wood Festival Teen Queen, with Elin Wire, the Wood Festival Junior Miss Queen, driven by Roman McCown.
And we have the pretty baby Molasses Festival 3-year-old Queen. And that looks like Oakley Carpenter.
2023 Molasses Festival Pretty Baby Contest 3-year-old Queen is Oakley Carpenter, and that little girl's adorable.
Yes, she is.
Also joined by some more royalty here, and look at the vehicle.
Oh, man, that is beautiful.
Is housing Miss 2023 Preteen Wood Festival Audrey Claire Johnson, daughter of Josh and Mandy Johnson of Grantsville. She is in the 5th grade at Calhoun County Middle High School, being driven by her Pop Bernard Greathouse in a 1966 Ford F100.
Beautiful truck, by the way.
We've got the Arnoldsburg PTO going on right now. We've got a lot of royalty here. Arnoldsburg Elementary School Molasses royalty. King Paxton Hughes, Queen Riley Harris, first runner-up Prince Bryson Kasner, first runner-up Princess Natalia Bremar, second runner-up Prince Colson Conley, second runner-up Princess Elena Harris. Pre-K candidates Carter Badgett and Sophia Jones, Henry Poor, and Brinley Gross. Also joining us is Little Miss Yuletide 2023, Sienna Arnold. And 2023 Wood Festival 3 to 4-year-old Queen, Ansley Davis, the Junior Miss Yuletide 2023, Bianca Arnold. And now we have the Queen and her court.
Oh, what a beautiful float. That is so pretty.
Absolutely. So the Queen and her court this year, the Festival Queen, Sophia Cologne and her court, Teen Queen, Madison Burnside, Preteen, Gwen Sampson, Junior Miss, Chiara Brenneman, Miss Megan Nestor, Junior Royalty, Rowan Ashley, Haley Wyatt, Zaylee Wyatt, Grayson Starcher, Harley Nestor, Marley Platt, and Scarlett Nestor. And that was a beautiful, beautiful float.
That float is in remembrance of Shirley Mace as well.
We have Miss West Virginia Black Walnut Festival, Junior Miss Bristol Schaefer on top of the SUV there. And some more royalty right behind that. Miss Tattooed West Virginia 2023. I was looking for the name on that one. Can't read it. That's too far away from my old eyes, and they don't have it listed for us. That's all right.
Pleasant Hill Elementary here. That's the Queen and King.
Savannah Sampson and Isaac Starcher. Queen and King. The Molasses Pretty Baby. Natalia Matheny, first place in the 2-year-old division. That is, Natalia Matheny placed first in the 2023 Molasses Pretty Baby contest in the 2-year-old age division. She is the daughter of Alan and Emily Matheny of Clow, West Virginia. You think we've got all the time in the world. This rolls through very quickly.
Pretty Baby.
2023 Molasses Festival Pretty Baby, Ella Mae Mollahan. And that is in the 4-year-old division, the daughter of Brianna and Bradley Mollahan III, driven by Bradley Mollahan II.
And then 2023 Molasses Festival Pretty Baby doesn't.
0 to 11-month Pretty Baby Molasses Festival Prince. And that is Scotty Bennett, driven by his TT in Bertha. So those are some of the royalty that we have. And we do have some more. We have one more listed. Just waiting for Emily Grace Anderson, Queen Flora. Emily is a senior at Calhoun Middle High School and is the daughter of Shannon and Trudy Anderson. Would that be?
Could be right here. I'm not sure.
Let's slide back there while you see the youngsters grabbing at all of the candy that's available. Do appreciate everyone joining us on our live feed. Those of you listening in down at the West Fork Park, as you will see all of these queens and royalty coming through in just a second. And we do have, yes, this is our last royalty, and that's Emily Grace Anderson, Queen Flora. And what we found out is, it said Emily needs to be in front of the band a ways so she can come back and perform with the band. I'm assuming that she was in with the band. This is why she's just being represented by that. So we've got some floats now, folks. Minnie Hamilton Health System. Minnie Hamilton Health System's long-term care Molasses Festival King and Queen, Mr. Eugene Marks and Miss Faye Hicks. Congratulations to them, and thanks so much to Minnie Hamilton Health Systems for sponsoring that beautiful float. So Jeannie Bennett tells us, or Jeannie Bennett Yoke, sorry, says, Emily is a very accomplished feature twirler in the band. So right. I didn't notice there was some, like a tiara on any of them, so I'm sure she was in.
I wasn't paying that close attention. I was trying to get all the entries behind them as well. Try to keep up on who it is. Here comes Minnie Hamilton Health Systems.
That is their EMS Unit 505.
Yes.
2016 F450 4x4 ambulance with a Horton 453 module. This unit is operated by Hillary Hickman, paramedic, and Kristen O'Connor with an EMT. They're accompanied today by their children. Minnie Hamilton EMS is managed through a partnership with Health Team Critical Care Transport, a division of HealthNet Aeromedical Skills. And I missed just for a second there. I got to get back there to the clown cycle. That's Ethan Harris on the clown cycle. Next up, an entrance by Roger Bailey. And right behind that, Grayson Hill driving his Fox Monaco, celebrating his 13th birthday. And he's in the parade with the little buggy there, which is pretty cool. Now we have
Josh Downey,
our first candidate, Josh Downey for Circuit Judge. Elect Josh Downey, Circuit Judge. Josh Downey lives in Spencer, West Virginia, where he has served.
He just threw us a bunch of candy.
Here, you lost my vote. He's been serving as prosecuting attorney for the last 15 years. 2024, he will be a candidate for Circuit Judge in the 5th Judicial Circuit, Division 3, representing Mason, Jackson, Roan, and and Calhoun counties. That is Josh Downey for circuit judge, and he threw candy at me.
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't lob it to me.
No, he threw it.
He whizzed that at me.
Baseball threw.
So coming up next, we have an entry by Betty Gregory. And this is another candidate, so we've got some political flavor to the parade. Betty Gregory for family court judge. It's all about family. And I believe that is Miss Betty, who is walking the parade route.
Yeah.
So Betty Gregory for family court judge. And again, that's Calhoun, Roane, Ritchie, and Gilmer counties. Next up is the Calhoun County Republican Executive Committee. Vehicle driven by Roger Probst. Uncle Sam rides again, and looks like Uncle Sam is walking again.
Yeah.
Following that, we have Maria Arnold for magistrate. Maria Arnold, candidate for Calhoun County Magistrate, riding in a white Bronco driven by her husband Jason and accompanied by their children. Maria promises, if elected, to be fair, honest, and use sound judgment. Maria Arnold would appreciate your vote and support in the upcoming May 2024 election. Following that, Laura Davis for magistrate.
Her sign says, keep Laura Davis for magistrate.
So running for re-election is Laura Davis for magistrate. Coming up next, we've got a 2020 Polaris Ranger. The driver is Randall Arnold and Raylan Arnold, and we have got Jason Nettles for assessor. He and his family, with Michael Hicks, prosecuting attorney and family. So Michael Hicks, Jason Nettles. And we got a chance to talk with Jason Nettles last year during this, as he was in the position of FFA administrator.
Exactly. And we have Anita Harold Ashley coming up next.
Our next political.
Beautiful vehicle that she's in as well.
Circuit Judge Anita Harold Ashley is honored to participate in this year's Molasses Festival. Elected in 2016, Judge Ashley presides over circuit courts in Calhoun, Jackson, Mason, and Roane County. She handles a busy court docket, proudly also administers the successful Roane Calhoun Adult Drug Court and Family Treatment Courts. Judge Ashley currently serves as president of the West Virginia Judicial Association, elected to this position by her fellow judges. In January, she was honored as the West Virginia Judge of the Year by the West Virginia CASA Association. Also named as a fellow of the West Virginia Bar Foundation, these judicial honors follow a number of prestigious awards earned during her lengthy, successful career as a practicing attorney. Riding with Judge Ashley today is her husband, Bob. Judge Ashley will be seeking re-election in 2024 and would appreciate your vote and support. Coming up next, couple of big, burly vehicles. I love the old-looking Bronco. Dwayne and Lisa King, 1979 K5 Blazer, driven by Dwayne King. The Chevy truck, a 1990 truck, driven by Lisa King.
Lions Club of Grantsville.
Well, the Grantsville Lions Club, and they have got a bubbly entry into the event. Got the back hatch opened, and they've got bubbles flying out with candy beside it.
Aha, look here.
Now we've got some tractors coming up with us.
We got the CDL trainer truck as well. I don't know if that is an entry from, I'm trying to see here, Drew.
Well, we got the Lions Club there. Roane Jackson Tech Dinner.
That's what I thought it was.
The 2018 Peterbilt. Driven by Stephen Love, one of the instructors over at Roane Jackson Tech Center. Come and see us to start your truck driving career today.
They have got a great program over there, by the way.
Well, we are now into some of the tractors. We've got Bobby Cottrell driving the Minneapolis Moline 1966 Old Yellow from Nebo, West Virginia. Following that, Jason Cottrell driving a 1955 Alice Chalmers.
That's a nice looking Alice Chandler. That's really a nice tractor.
So they moved us around here on the horses. I get to ride the horses last. I understand. Macy Schoolcraft riding her horse, Chiva Wind, which means White Warrior. He is an 11-year-old Mustang. His barn name is Okie. Also in with the horses, you have Rick Starcher riding his horse, Fancy Scarlet. She is a 16-year-old quarter horse. With Tiffany Holland as well. Tiffany Holland on Dahlia, which is a North American curly horse.
Can't believe Taylor May didn't bring her horse over.
Yeah, she may be selling some property here.
Right.
Well, one thing we know, folks, is that when you see the horses, and no pun intended, that's the rear end
exactly
of the parade. A wonderful parade here for the 56th annual Molasses Festival. Those of you who are listening in down at the West Fork Park, you're getting ready to see some of the final entries, some of the old Blazer and the old 1990 Ford. You're going to see the big Peterbilt 2020 or 2018, and that is from Roan Jackson Tech Center and their new CDL licensing program that they have, driven by one of the instructors in that program, which is Stephen Love. And then you'll see a couple of beautiful old tractors.
Yeah.
And once you see the horses, you know at the West Fork Park that will be the end of the parade. Folks, we appreciate all of you joining us during the parade on our YouTube Live and Facebook feeds. And we are going to stay live here for just a little bit longer as we see. Now we know what the final entry is. And I think it's very good that you see the police vehicle way away from the horses.
Yeah.
Don't want to spook the horses.
And that is Calhoun County Sheriff, I believe. I believe that's their vehicle, if I'm not mistaken.
So all of the entries in all of the different divisions have come by. And I agree, it was a very nice parade, lots of entries here, very well done up, some very nice floats. That Queen's Coronation float was beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Saw some old tractors, some old vehicles. And we do have the Calhoun County Sheriff's Department, which signals the end of the parade. Of course, they have to do all of the work with the traffic situation.
Graham is holding traffic back as the rest of the parade entries get down to the grounds down there. And want to congratulate Graham for becoming Calhoun County Sheriff. Very nice young man.
Absolutely. So that is the 2023 Grand Parade for the 56th Annual Molasses Festival. Folks, stick with us for just a bit. We're going to send it away to a couple commercials. We're going to go silent for a second, and then we're going to try to rearrange our equipment so that we can take a trip inside the Arnoldsburg Medical Clinic here at Roan General Hospital site in Arnoldsburg, West Virginia. Once we get that little tour, George, we're going to shut down the feed. We're going to pack up the equipment. We're going to head down to the West Fork Park, and we're going to finish things off here for the next couple of hours and back where all the excitement is taking place.
Yes, we'll start a completely new feed when we get down there.
Absolutely. So stick around, folks. We'll be right back in just a second.
Hello, this is Roan General Hospital Center for Wellness Executive Director Jeff Tanner, here to invite you to reconnect to your health using Roan General Hospital's revolutionary new program, Prescription for Your Health. Prescription for Your Health will give you access to a team of primary care providers, health and nutrition coaches, and medical fitness trainers, all of whom work together to build a personalized plan of care and provide ongoing guidance as you journey toward optimal wellness. The program includes free nutrition and health education classes, free use of the new Rome General Hospital Fitness Complex, free access to health coaching, and so much more. To learn more about the program and how to get started, we welcome your call at 304-927-6809 or visit RomeGeneralHospital.com. Rome General Hospital, another new way we are delivering care you can trust close to home.